Lower primary, tomorrow is show day and time to submit your final pieces. Let's see what's in store today to get ourselves show ready. So keep calm, it's almost show day. Are you ready for tomorrow? Check your routine is well practiced and you are feeling super confident with all you have done. You've worked really hard, so own it. And make any last minute changes to anything that we have done so far, which is, this list is getting long, isn't it? Music, levels, shapes, sizes, pathways, speeds, dynamics, a beginning, an ending, focus and projection. All of these things we've looked at, double check they are all featured in your dance. So day 9 of 10. On our final rehearsal day, all that is left to think about are visuals. And perhaps the pictures on the left of the screen will help you to think what they might be. So have a moment. Other than the dance, what else makes a performance exciting for an audience to watch? So other than the movement, what else? Think to yourself or tell somebody in the room. Hope you got some good ideas there and the pictures on the screen helped you. Let's find out more. Visuals. So these are the things you can see, like your vision. So not the things you can hear or you touch, everything you see that makes the performance full. So things you might want to consider today to make your dance even more exciting, if that's even possible. Costume, and here our picture is a little bit of a hint on that. Look at this fabulous dress. What are you going to wear for your film in the competition? Does your costume suit the style of dance you have chosen and also the music? So if you're doing a rap song, would you wear a ballet tutu? I'm not so sure. And if you chose like classical music and a ballet dance, are you going to be wearing a cap back to front and your baggy jeans? I don't know. Think about what matches the dance you've made up. Also, if you've made a dance with a story, does it match your character? So remember when we did Oliver and we were working and we were like little children that were poor and had no money, we wouldn't be dressed in all fancy clothes, would we? So think about if you have made a dance with a story, and I know that's not everybody, what would your character wear? Try and find something as close to that as possible. Does your costume let you move freely without getting tangled up? Now our picture on the side here, I'm definitely sure I would get tangled up in that lady's dress because look at these long bits coming off her shoulder. I think I'd have a bad time. I'm not very good with things like that. If you've got loads of crazy dangly things coming off your clothes, make sure if you're like going upside down or rolling on the floor, they're not going to get caught. And also you don't want anything too tight so that you can move and we can see all these fabulous shapes. Which brings me on to, you don't want something too baggy because we want something that fits your body well so the audience can see all the fabulous shapes and lines that you've created. So lots to think about when you choose a suitable costume. Another element of visuals is the background, or as we know in theatre, it is called the set. So some things to think about. Where in the house are you going to film your competition entry? Is it indoors or outdoors? Where do you have space to move and what looks cool and matches your style? Could you even, if you don't have anywhere that matches your style, make a backdrop or put some material behind to give your performance a more theatrical feel? I mean, if you're feeling super techie and brave, team, don't forget I had to do that for the last 10 weeks or something. I've been to the Taj Mahal. I've been to Disney. Where else did I end up? Latin America. All over the shop. If you want to give that a try on iMovie, I would love it so much. You need a green screen behind you. And perhaps you could even have some props in the background that would help set the mood. Do you need a chair? Could you have like, I don't know, a lamp or something? Some like hats or something in the background? Maybe your family members could act like characters in the background to set the scene. I don't know. It depends what your dance is about. But have a think about the background as best you can, given the circumstances. Lastly, in our visual section, camera angles. So you are in control of what the judge and the audiences see, because it's up to you where that camera is going to face. So think about where your camera can be placed or positioned so the audience can see as much of you as possible. I would hate for you to have spent 2 weeks making the best footwork tap dance in the whole world and then we can't see your feet. Imagine. So try and find a space where we can see as much as possible. Would that change where in the house you can film? So going back to what we just talked about, what about if you wanted to do it like, I don't know, some cool room that you've got, like you've done some sort of basement, like urban, funky, but then it's so small that we can't see you. So you have to think of a balance between where you're going to film it that looks cool and also where are we going to be able to see the dance. Will someone be able to help you and your family to film and follow you around? Or are you going to have to leave the camera in one place? In which case, you're going to have to spend some time moving the camera around and checking it's in a good spot to get everything in. So that's it from me, guys. Today's task is choose all your visuals today. That is your costume, your background, and arrange your camera angle. Test all of these visuals by having a practice run and watching your film back to see if you need to make any changes. Do not leave a costume until the day of the show. Trust me when I say you do not want any errors on show day. And obviously have fun. It's time to dress up. Have a fab lesson, Lower Primary. I am so excited to see these dances tomorrow. Go and find yourself some fab costumes and backgrounds, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.